vainglory,
and you ain't gonna last. I tell you like it is. We seen clowns like that come and go by the dozens, basically by the multitude. We've seen plenty of guys like that, and we can give you many examples of guys that came in. They shot to the top. They made other brothers in the camp look bad because they was they were sharp. They knew the scriptures. They was great speakers. But where they at now?
nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found. But then the other brothers that were slow in learning and took the time and learned the milk and built their foundation upon Yahushua and kept moving and going, even though things seemed like they were stacked against them, they're still here. Because they came up the right way.
That's right.
The way the white men don't want you to come up.
That's right.
All right, so let's go from there to Isaiah 28. If you're looking for something that you find it,
okay,
you can get it. But let's go now to the 10th verse, because the 10th verse is the point where I wanted to get the Hebrew.
Right,
I know we're going into a few other things before we get to the actual words, but
it's to build you up.
Right, to build you up. Be patient, okay?
Isaiah chapter 28 verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. This right here, this is a precept. From here to this comma. This is another precept. From here to this comma. And the precept could also be this whole verse.
Right.
Here a little and there a little. Meaning you can take this precept here and link it up to another precept, maybe in the book of Genesis or in the book of Revelation or in the book of Hebrews. Alright? But the key word here we're going to look into today is the word precept. Alright? So we're going to go to our Blue Letter Bible. You could just type in blueletterbible.org, or you could just type in Blue Letter Bible in your search engine, and this will come up. And this is good to have. This is a good tool to have, because it teaches you how to go into certain Hebrew words. Now, remember, this is a reference book, so they go off on certain things, but you can use it as a reference tool, and then you'll be able to discern. After a certain period of time, you'll be able to discern what's right and what's wrong. So you can either type in a word, precept, or you can put in a scripture and hit enter or search, and it'll take you to the words in the Bible that have that same word. It's like a concordance. So here goes Isaiah 28 and 10. For precept must be upon precept. Click on Isaiah 28:10, and you click on the C right here, which will take you to the Hebrew. Alright? You got the verse above it, Isaiah 28:10, and here you got the Hebrew, and you can click show vowel points, and it'll take away all that madness, so you can see the actual Hebrew. Then when you scroll down, you look for the word precept. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, and what do you see there? We're gonna go to the you click here on the Strong's number, and it'll take you to the actual word. So I'm gonna let Elder Sakaran read the Hebrew.
All right. THAWARAH.
THAWARAH. Right? It's a masculine noun. Command, ordinance, oracle, used in mocking mimicry of Isaiah's words, and thus not a true divine command, which they were mocking the disciples and the prophets, trying to say that they was mad that they that they didn't have the Most High's words. But the main thing we're going to focus on here is command. It's a command. It's an ordinance. It's an oracle, which is a verse in the Bible, right? So now, when you look at the word here, command, and you look up at the word precept, it says THAWARAH, right? So now THAWARAH is precept, which means command, ordinance, or oracle. Now, I want to show you something real quick. We're going to go from there. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave it on this. I'm going to leave it on this, and I'm going to open up another window. And I'm going to type in the word precept again. Alright, enter. Here it goes again. I'm sorry, not precept, the word command. Matter of fact, let me just go to it. I got a scripture here, Exodus. If our Elder Sakaran can go to Exodus 25 and 22 and read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 25, verse 2.
22.
Verse 22. Okay. And there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat.
Right, this is talking about in the tabernacle, in the Holy of Holies. This is the Most High speaking to Aaron, because Aaron was a high priest, and he would go there, and the Most High would appear to him at the mercy seat, which was the Ark of the Covenant. You know, it had the two cherubims, the two angels, one on each side, and that's where the Most High where His presence would appear when He spoke to Aaron to receive the blood at his hands for the atonement of Israel. Which, speaking of the word atonement, the Day of Atonement is coming up. It'll be July 31st of this year, which is on I have to look up the actual day it's going to be on, but it's going to be on the 31st of this month, which is the last day of the FEMA drills that they're going to be having, starting July 27th to July the 31st. So we'll keep you abreast on that. All right, go ahead, brother.
Okay, and there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony, of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel.
Right, of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel. Now remember, over here, this is THAWARAH. That's the word for precept, which means what? Command, ordinance, oracle. Now when you go to the word commandment, scroll down here. This is the word commandment here. Of all things which I will give thee in commandment, you have the word what?
THAWARAH.
THAWARAH. Because when I saw that word, this has a ha at the end, but it's the same word. THAWARAH. So when I heard that on the precept, I said, oh, that means command. So commandment must be upon commandment, commandment upon commandment. But it ain't just talking about the 10 commandments, it's talking about the words that are in the scriptures, which are our instruction book.
Right.
Matter of fact, give me that, brother. 2 Timothy 3, I believe is around the 15th, 16th verse.
Okay.
So here goes the word THAWARAH, right? Which means, look, to command, to charge, give orders, lay charge, give charge to, order. And that's the instruction that the Lord laid, to lay charge upon, to give charge to, give command to give charge unto, to give charge over, appoint, to give charge, command, to charge, command, to charge, commission, to command, appoint, ordain, of divine act, to be commanded. So that's why it says precept must be upon precept, so you can understand why the scriptures is written like that, and so you can understand the puzzle, so to speak. Go ahead, brother.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High.
Right. All scripture, which is the precepts, are given by inspiration of the Most High. Go ahead.
And is profitable for doctrine, for reproof.
It's profitable for doctrine, for reproof. Go ahead.
For correction.
For correction. Go ahead.
For instruction in righteousness.
For instruction in righteousness. So what does it say, THAWARAH? Command. To command, charge, give orders, lay charge, give charge to, order, to lay charge upon. This is your instructions. So in order for you to understand the instruction book, you have to break it down precept upon precept, or command upon command, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So now you have a better understanding of what the word a precept means. It means command. Now, from there, I'm going to have the Elder Sakaran go to Exodus, give you another example. Exodus 34 and verse 32.